Welcome, Jennifer. Hello, welcome, Jennifer. It was your idea that I used today. I think that was one of the issues that.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. It was the idea you gave me yesterday that I implemented today. I think that's why I was having some glitches, but it was. Oh, let me do something.
Yeah, I get. I really don't know why it was telling me that. It actually gave me a whole lot of problem before.
Are you sure it was the first?
Yeah, I tried the two. I first went with
No, you
first
shouldn't have
one.
tried the second one. It's the first one. And
Yeah, I first went with the first one, and then it did that. Then I said, okay, let me try with the second one. It was still showing me the same thing. The thing actually took my time. Before I called Victor before I called you, but Victor did not pick.
Right. So let us continue. We've already, so you can catch the video. It will be uploaded. We've finished with HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. And you can remember we did one example yesterday. So I did another example that makes it very straightforward and easier to understand. So into Excel tables and pivot tables. So let's move. So let us open in the last section of the of your folder. That's the fourth one. Open the lab 2 start version 5. That's the fifth one, yeah. Lab 2. Let us start with the Excel tables. If you can remember when we talked about using filter and sorting, filtering is one of the best ways to start analyzing your data. So in your data tab here, let us go and filter and inspect or inspect. So you can let us inspect all our columns here. So this is a data of years, right? Customer, this is customer ID. This is customer ID, customer age, customer gender. Sorry, can you mute? Okay. Okay, I think I like it as someone is following anyway. If one person can just be saying, yeah, no problem. So this is the country. This country, the states in the particular country, product categories, subcategories, and the product, order quantity, unit cost, unit price, unit cost and revenue, right? So this is a cleaned data, though I'll be giving you guys an assignment on a particular data set that you guys will have to clean. Can you guys remember the steps that you take to clean a particular data? Though the ones you just need is to remove empty spaces and to remove duplicate values. But this one is a clean data set. So all we can just proceed to do here is just add our tables. But before you even add tables, you can quickly use filtering to analyze. So let us say you want to say, okay, what was our revenue in the year 2011, right? It filters that out. And we come here and you can add, okay, this is another thing. Let us make this, what is that? Freeze pen. Let us freeze, let me remove the filter first. Let me freeze this. That's one of the advantage of using Excel tables. We'll come to that. Excel tables automatically make this your header row fixed, right? But let us use this freeze pens here to freeze the top row, right? So let's filter. So what was the revenue for 2011? So you can see it has filtered out the other, and we have 2011 now, and we can just use auto sum. You see, and we have our revenue for 2011, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so that's using filter. So let us see, does it change when we just want only 2012? Will it just change? Let us see what happens. Okay. And see it changes. So, but let us talk about Excel tables. Excel tables is the first step before pivot tables, because once you insert your pivot tables without making Excel, because I learned this thing because I didn't get it at first, why you need to first make your data set into a table before your pivot table. So, but let me do an example right now. Let us say we want to add our pivot table on this Excel table that doesn't have a table. Let us see what happens. You will notice something. If you look into this, then you see that it has made, oh, sorry. I don't understand what has happened there, but okay. You will look into that table range and see and observe the range. You see that it has hard-coded it. It's added $sign. So it means that once you create a pivot table from this particular table, you cannot add any other thing to the table, right? You might not know the reason right now why you might want to add other things to it. Perhaps you just got an idea of how you want to analyze your data sets. You'll not be able to do that any longer. So that's one of the reasons why we use Excel tables. So let me delete this. And so let us make this into a table. So you make sure that my table as headers is clicked, right? And you press OK. So once you have your tables, can someone mute? Okay. Once you have your table, you can format your table anyhow you want. You can make it like this. You can make it. And what the main functionality of the table is what precedes or what comes after it, and that is our pivot tables. But even with your Excel tables right now, there are some things you can do with it in analysis. You can add total row, and let us say you want to see the minimum price. The minimum price, you see, the maximum price. You want to see the average, or you want to see the count. So that's what you can do with your Excel tables. Add a total row, or you remove it. But let us move next to pivot tables. So let me talk a bit about pivot tables. The beautiful thing about pivot table is that it summarizes your old data. You can look at this data now. Looks very tedious to look at. Pivot tables make it simpler. You can see what this stuff here that says summarize with pivot table. So pivot table is a summarizing tool. So let us insert pivot tables to see how. Now you can see that when we once we insert this pivot table right now, it just gives us the name of our table, table 1, instead of the other hard-coded and the other jargons that we had the other time. Before we even do that, one of the best practices in Excel is to name your tables. So what can we name this table right now? Let us say sales data. Let us name our tables in table design. Name it to sales data, right? So insert pivot tables. You see that sales data. So let us add our pivot tables. Now, you will notice on our right-hand side, you will notice that your columns here, right, is what has become fields in our pivot table section. You can observe this filter, column, rows, and values. These are the tools we use to start our analysis. Now, let us say we want to analyze our revenue. You can see that it just immediately it puts the revenue in values because it recognizes that the revenue is a numeric data type. It puts it in values. So let us say our total revenue is 85. What's this? Let us format this number. Let us format. Where are you? Yeah, let us format this number and make it. Okay, this is 85 million. Let's remove this. Are you guys following? And let us even let us currency. Symbol. Let us make it Naira, right? Naira. Let's see, is there Naira here? Okay, let us use any currency that we find. I think there's Naira here. Well, let us use any currency that we find just for. Okay. Okay, let us use pounds. Right, so you can see that with the formatting right now, this number is easy to read, right? 85 million. So let us say 85 million. We want to know, we want to break it down into customer gender. We want to see how, okay, let us add this, see how particular gender spent. So you can see our female section. We add 41 million. The male spends 43 million. So let us say you want to from here right now, but let us go back and edit this F and M, right? So let's come to our data. I want it to appear as female and male, not F and M. Let us come here. There's our gender. Customer gender. Just click here. Find and replace, Control H. So match case. Anywhere you say M, say make it male. Find replace all. So anywhere you say F. Are we following?
Yes, we are.
All right, thank you. Replace all. So it has done that. You see, one of the things that happen right now is that without using, when we get to our pivot table, we found that if you refresh it, let's refresh. See what has happened, male, female, and it brings the changes there. So it depends on how you want to analyze your data, right? So you might want to see how the customer gender. You might want to see another demographic. You want to see it by country. Let us add another pivot table. Let's insert another. Sales data. Existing worksheets. Yeah. So let us say those are revenue here, and let us say we want to sit by country. Now, if you notice this, if you observe this data, the data is about an organization in different countries. So you see that it has Australia branch, Canada, France, Germany, United Kingdom, United States. Maybe you want to see how all these countries are doing, right? So you can just come here Analyze your data by country. Put your country here. Right. So you see that. You see what do you mean when you say that pivot tables are a summarizing is a summarizing tool. So what other ways can we analyze our data? Okay, let us say, this is just showing Australia, and this is just showing countries and their revenue. You can also break it down into years, right? So let us say you bring here the Are we following? Let us make this thing, make the numbers yeah. So can we see what pivot tables can do before we go to pivot charts, right?
Yes, I'm noticing it.
Yeah. So let us look at this. There's another thing that another thing pivot tables can do is that maybe you want to find out the percentage of this to the grand total, right? You can just come here, summarize values by show values as percentage of grand total, right? So we see that our male.
So sorry, please, can you come again for the percentage?
Okay, let me go back. Just right click, show values as percentage of grand total. Right. You can see so guys spend 50 accounts for 50.82% of our revenue, and female 4.918. Let us go back and see what you can do. So let us see the kind of charts you can plot with this thing, because you say there's this saying, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a visualization is worth thousands of numbers. So let us just visualize our data with pivots. Oh, where is it? Nah. So let us add pivot charts. Let's see. Let us use pie charts. Let us use pie charts. Right. Revenue by gender. By gender, right? Let us see what's. So let us make a chart for this. Insert chart. So you can see that there are different charts that we can use right now, depending on how familiar you are with how you want to present this thing to an audience right now. So you just have to just study these charts and know the best way to present your information to them, so they can get what you are saying without much explanation, or it can make it easy on the eye. So let us use our column chart right now to see what is going on, to see the story of our numbers, right? So from here, you can quickly see that.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. Please. I don't know, but I'm not seeing pivot chart analysis on my own screen.
What version are you?
Send message.
Okay.
She don't log in. See her money.
What version are you? 2007.
Yes.
Okay. You know what you can do? I don't know if, but you can see pivot charts. You can plot a pivot chart.
Yes, under options, I'm seeing pivot charts.
Okay, do that.
Okay. So then the pie. Okay, yes, it came out. It did.
So you can quickly see here from your charts. You see what you cannot do with on the pivot table. You can see what you can't see on the pivot table. You can see on the pivot chart. You can tell that Australia and United States are your best performing countries, right? And you can see the years. That's 2011, 2012. You can see the improvements from Canada. You can see how the trend. You can see how it's going. You can see the United States too. So that's one of the things that chart does. It makes it very easy to understand your data and to know what story your data is telling. That's what your millions of numbers can't show you, right? So because we are going to, I'm going to be giving you guys an assignment. What all the things that I've taught from the beginning of our class, that's cleaning data and to cleaning data to pivot charts. We are going to use this particular this folder, this Excel project data set, right? We are going to work on this data set and plot and take it from the beginning. That's from cleaning to the end, and that's our pivot tables and pivot charts. Jennifer, did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So let us see what else can be done with this. So so let us create another. Let me rename this sheets. So pivot table 1. Table 1. So there are other columns, there are other areas here that we can also use to analyze our data. So if any analyze, so you can analyze it by we use, okay, we've done country. Let's say, okay, we can analyze it by product category. But first let us move this this chart to another sheet. Let's limit our pivot charts. So in this place, we can remove our grid lines. Our grid lines. Let's even so. Oh. Okay. Okay, no, that's that. So
Sir, please, you know where you are now is a dashboard. How did you create that dashboard?
Yeah, so just when you click your when you open another tab, right?
Yes.
You remove the grid lines.
Okay.
That's in your, where's that again? View. So you come here, you remove your grid lines here, right?
Okay, under.
Yeah, under show, you remove the grid lines.
Okay. Well, it's not taking for you.
It's not on clicking.
Yeah, it's not on clicking.
Okay, you can leave that. You can leave that for now. But one thing you can do is that if you have a Microsoft account, you can use Excel for web. So maybe after the class, you can go and use Excel for web. And so, what other ways can we analyze our data? Let us use.
Okay. So is it just after removing the grid line? That is all. Then you can now change the color.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can even change the color without removing the grid line, but the grid line is just going to make it look like, just going to make it clear, right?
Yes.
Don't dwell on that one for now. You can just let us go on and see the other ways, because the when this particular assignments I'm giving you guys on this Excel project data sets, you are going to think of ways on how you want to analyze your data due to those columns, right? So just follow what I'm doing here. You see, okay, so what other ways can we analyze these data now? Let's add another pivot table, sales data. So let us see. Okay, we have our product categories. So let's see. Yeah, let us see our product categories. You can even our product categories and see the breakdown in revenue. So our accessories, bikes, clothing, you can use a pie chart to just tell the story of this. See breakdown. We can use this column chart. We can use that's right. I think I like pie charts. That just lets you know that your accessories was more responsible for more revenue. So we are going to be using slicers soon. And slicers are just like filters to just, because let's see this pie chart now is an example of a revenue by gender. So what if we want to check revenue by gender in a particular country? So let us go here, add a slicer, right? What's this slicer? Okay, what's the name of this? It's okay. Okay, it's connected to just this. So you can see what is happening right now. You can see in Australia, females are more responsible for revenue than males. In Canada, male than females. In France, in Germany, you have the United Kingdom and the United States. So let us also add this pie chart to. So you come to, you click on this.
I'm a bit lost. So what are you doing right now?
I just added our slicers, and I gave an example of what.
How did you add slicers?
Okay, let me go back then.
And then, sir, please, if you can draw this, like your screen, the chart, the pie chart is half cut. If you could bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, our meeting will end in 10 minutes. So let me paste the link for the next one. So are you getting it, Jennifer? So I'm going to, our session is going to end soon.
Okay.
Right, so we are going to, I'm sending the next link.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Bukola. Bukola. Okay, Bukola, just to let you know, if you can hear me, that our session will be ending soon. I've sent the link for the next session. So the parts you missed, I'll upload the video so you can check it out. So, Jennifer, have you gotten the slicer part?
No, you did not say anything about it.
Oh, I had to undo all the processes because you asked. So let me start again. So let us say we want to use our country. So we look at this this particular chart. It's just showing the revenue per gender. So let us say we want to know what's the revenue per gender of in different countries, right? So come here, add a slicer, countries, add a slicer. Now let's put this. Let's put it here.
Wait. So you went where? I don't know why I'm not getting this, but you clicked on the
click
chart.
On the charts. Yeah, the pivot chart fields come on. Go to country.
Okay.
Right click and add a slicer.
Okay, then we'll go to something that was not used to create the charts.
I didn't get you.
Okay. You are picking country now. For the chart we are dealing with, it's sum of revenue and customer gender. So right now, you are going to pick country, something that we did not use to create the chart initially.
Yes, but it can be connected to we are picking country now, not as any other thing, but as we want to use it as a slicer.
Yes.
So slicers are just like filters, right? But we want to use them, use this slicer to just know what is going on in other countries. All these things are connected in the tables, and pivot charts is just smart to know how all these things connect. But just follow and you just get the idea. So
I think where I'm having issues now is that the only thing popping up in my own is add to report filter, add to Axis field, add to legend field, and
you don't
add
have
to
slicers.
values. Okay. I don't have slicers.
You don't have slicers, have you? So what I advise is that you rewatch the video, right? Then you use Excel for the web. Let me show you how to use Excel for web. We have 5 minutes more. Let me just quickly show you. Let me share the screen. So just come here. Can you see this screen? Excel for web.
Okay.
So you open it. One of the things that you have to if you have, unless you have Dropbox on your system. Do you have Dropbox?
No, I don't.
You don't. Do you have a Microsoft? Do you have OneDrive?
No, but anything you asked me to, I could get it. It's actually a new laptop.
Okay, so if you get a OneDrive, even when you open, you find out that it works with OneDrive or Dropbox. So just you can see this upload part here. So you can just upload the file that you want to deal with into it and work on Excel on web. So it says since, or if you cannot update your applications and get Excel 2016 or 2013, right? This is another option.
I think I'll just go with updating it.
Updating it, okay. So
it's better.
Well, I think this one too is also easy. All you just need to do is just download a Google Drive or download OneDrive, and you can use this. But you are in school now, so it should not be hard to get all these things. So let us. Okay, school is not in session. Okay.
Sorry, the strike.
Yeah. So look at what our slicers are capable of. Click on Canada, and it's telling you that we have more female. You can see how it's changing the charts, right?
Yes.
But you can also connect this chart to. We can also connect this slicer to these other charts also. Let me show you. Let me show you how. You click on the slicer. When you click on the slicer, you come here, slicer tools. Then you say report connections. This is the thing. I don't know which one is pivot table. Okay, but let us try something. Okay.
The bar chart one is the 2.
What? Okay. Oh, that's true. I think let me see something. Okay. That's one of the reasons why it's better to just name your pivot table. I think it's okay. No. Aha. So we have right. So you can see it's changing both, right? It has messed up. Okay. I'm here and just clear filter from country. Right. So since this our chart is already is just about countries, there's no need to connect this. So you can see how slicers, charts, and pivot table work together, right? So let us, because our session is going to be ending soon. So let us so you guys should go to the group chat to join the next session.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.